Women should not work at a place that there's other men, because if a woman looks good, every man wants to.
That is how you become fucking unbreakable. When you know that everything tried to break you and you fucking stood firmly.
This is how you know a man is a high-level man nowadays. He pays the fucking bills. All of them.
I am totally against watching sports. Football, you're watching grown men play a child's game, and you're cheering like the outcome of this game means anything. Oh, that's my team. If they win, that means something. It's a...
This is how you know a man is a high-level man nowadays. He pays the fucking bills. All of them. You look over at him and you're like, damn, that fool's a stud, and he will fuck the shit out of him. That is needed. Your girl should be all over you. Don't ask him about your nervous system. Doesn't fucking know that shit. And guess what? He's not a high-level man if other women don't want him. So if you're a jealous bitch, you gotta fucking let that go. He's only high-level if he's choosing you, and other women want him. High-level women want him. But he chose you.
So basically, this guy just admitted through all the flowery language that he isn't actually a high-value man himself, right?
Women are stronger than men now. Yes. Back in the 1990s, a man's handshake was 118 pounds. A woman's handshake was 84 pounds. Today, a woman's handshake is about 108 pounds, while a man's handshake is 80 fucking pounds. Back in the day, I used to say, what the fuck is wrong with women? Now I understand. The man bitched out, he's got to replace him. Well, if all the men are bitches, now she has to become him.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
How do you become unbreakable? Well, you break so many times that your whole body and mind becomes just a one big fucking callus. You cannot be broken, and that can only come through experience. You cannot read yourself to strength. You cannot watch yourself on motivation to strength. You cannot fucking teach yourself through school to strength. You have to go out and getting punched in the face, getting punched in the head, getting punched in the stomach, getting your legs and fucking arms broken, and you have to get your skin cut open and see your own color of the blood. That is how you become fucking unbreakable. When you know that everything tried to break you and you fucking stood firmly.
Some lessons do need to be learned through pain and struggle. That's just reality. But this guy's glorifying violence and suffering like it's the only path to strength, which is taking it way too far. You can build real resilience without romanticizing unnecessary pain and performing toughness for a camera. Real strength is quiet and doesn't need dramatic rants. Just do the work without turning it into a theatrical display of how much you can suffer.
Women should not work at a place that there's other men, because if a woman looks good, every man wants to. So now she gets hit on all the time. If she doesn't say, hey, I'm not interested, now she looks like she's flirting. If she's not flirting, say no, 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 no. Her masculinity goes up. Now you meet her, you guys want to have a family, she can't nurture a child. She turned into me. And most men don't want to live with a boyfriend. They want to live with a woman. But the problem is that their masculinity went down and the woman's masculinity went up. And now they're like the same men. Me, it doesn't matter how masculine she is. She can never emasculate me because I'm here. But on the other hand, 99% of men are not.
Azule's claiming women shouldn't work around men because rejecting advances makes them too masculine to nurture children? That's completely delusional pseudoscience with zero basis in reality. Setting boundaries isn't becoming masculine. It's just having basic self-respect. But the best part is when he says, no matter how masculine she gets, she'll never get on my level. Even a stick has more masculine energy than you do. This is the same guy who's told us he trained with Shaolin monks, fought Russian gangsters, howled at wolves in the forest, and had cartel uncles, but can't keep his story straight for 2 videos in a row. You're not the pinnacle of masculinity. You're a walking collection of fabricated stories and increasingly unhinged takes. Real masculine energy doesn't need to tell women they can't work around men or make up elaborate backstories to feel important. It just exists.
Ali, you're a nice guy, but nice guys can't do shit like this. Got here. Drywall.
You challenging me to fucking drywall? It's silly, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa!
If you could break 10 pieces, most likely you could crush somebody's skull.
Bring the 10, bring the 15, let's go. Wanna see nice guy?
That's it, Ali. You're a nice guy, but I'll never let you speak to me this way.
Fist, no form.
New record!
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
And it was funny because I tried everything, right? I tried like the reselling, the day trading, the drop shipping. None of them worked. I realized with all these business models, they weren't just getting rich from doing the thing. They were getting rich selling coaching around it. So I had to beat a bunch of people asking me at the time, like, yo, what's your workout routine? What do you do? What's your split? And then I remember I was like looking at my bank account. It was like negative $50. I'm staying on a mattress on the floor in my brother's apartment. My mom like sent me out. And I was just like, you know what? I made a copy and paste text. I was like, workout routine, meal plans, diet plan, $20. And I'd like copy and paste, send it to all the DMs. And then one person jumped. One person was like, yo, what's your Cash App? I was like, yo, here. I started doing that for a little bit. I made my first like, you know, a couple tens of thousands from that, but I took everything I had at the time and I invested into a mentor who we talked about who taught me high ticket. That second guy, I was like, hey, it's $9.97 4 months. I knew to keep a poker face. He's like, let me ask my mom. I was like, ah. And then like a day later, he hit me up. He's like, bro, my mom said yes. What's your wire info? I was like, yo, fuck. And then the 2K hit my account. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, the internet money is crazy. I just closed somebody for $2,000 and pretty much a 15-minute phone call. That would take me 100 people at $20 PDFs. And I started doing that for a little bit, made my first 6 figures. I bought like a BMW i8. And it's funny because it was a good and a bad thing for business at the time because people stopped asking me fitness questions, but they started asking me, how do you make money? And then I was like, I might as well make a consulting offer. I called that 6-figure fitness, kind of ran with that. Now we've built what's pretty much an 8-figure company now, which is dope.
So Vincent Fisher basically just admitted here that he's selling the dream and knows most people won't actually make a ton of money, but he portrays it as incredibly easy to do anyway. He couldn't make his actual businesses work, so now he makes 6 figures selling courses on how to make 6 figures. That's the whole guru business model right there. Fail at doing the thing, then make money teaching other people how to supposedly do the thing you couldn't do yourself. It's pyramid scheme logic. The money isn't in the business, it's in selling the business opportunity to other people. He's literally laughing about the irony while still taking people's money. That's not transparency, that's just being openly manipulative and not caring. He knows the fitness business model he's selling is overhyped, he knows most people will fail, but he keeps selling it anyway because that's where his money comes from.
Ooh. Say ooh.
Dressing well makes you more money. Period. All you need is a couple of decent black fitting t-shirts, a couple of white t-shirts, some black trousers, some white trousers, pair of loafers, and a half decent watch or accessory or a nice pair of sunglasses. Yeah. You could be a billionaire with a yacht, or you could be Joe Schmo from up the street who's got no money in his bank account. You wouldn't know because it'll open more doors, people will treat you better, you'll feel better about yourself, you'll execute better.
Best counterexample? Adam Sandler, one of the most successful people in Hollywood who dresses like he just rolled out of bed. Clearly, clothing isn't making or breaking his success. If you like dressing up and looking nice, absolutely do it. But wear what feels comfortable and authentic to you, not what some influencer says will open doors. Your skills, work ethic, and character matter way more than your outfit. And honestly, if someone treats you significantly better just because you're wearing expensive clothes that says more about their superficial character than anything about you. You want people who value what you bring to the table, not people who judge you by your wardrobe. Dress, however, makes you feel confident and comfortable. That confidence matters more than the brand name on your shirt. Focus on being good at what you do instead of performing success through clothing.
Just pretend I'm looking at your bank.
Guys, tap into the training I'm gonna do later. I'm gonna live stream it, guys. I'm gonna stream the live of training how to get jacked for free. And by the way, guys,
you're gonna get jacked for free.
Yeah, I want to show them. And by the way, guys, I'm working on like soon. I'm launching like this programs, guys. I'm about to have like a very decent price. If you want to get confident and if you want to get your dream girl, stay tuned. I'm about to teach you how to be confident, the ultimate confident. And for the guys that are trying to work like personally with me, tap into my Discord and write to me privately and we can do that, guys. That's good.
Careful.
Oh, my hand. Yeah, but in the World Cup, people...
This guy hijacks a woman's stream to pitch his courses to her audience without reading the room at all. If he's teaching people to be confident and comfortable, he should also teach them how to recognize when others are uncomfortable in a situation. Clearly, he has no clue about that part.
What the fuck? No way he's driving like that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh hell no. Right behind the cop. Oh hell no. You're out of your mind. What the? God damn it, I see it. What the? My boy is out of his goddamn mind. Bro, that's literally a state trooper. What the is this guy doing? Careful, careful, careful. Oh my god, careful. Oh my god, careful. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
That no one is ever going to give a shit about you, even 1% as much as you have to give a shit about yourself. No one cares. No one cares about you if you're a man, ever. Everything is conditional. You don't get loved unconditionally. And that's a beautiful thing because that makes you strive to create your own value as a man. And the problem that men have is we all go from a time when everyone cares about us to a time no one does. Women don't lose it until they're maybe 45 and childless. Then they'll be like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Now she understands what it's like to become a 15, 16, 17-year-old man. Because we've gone through the stage. I remember my aunts and uncles, hey, little Tristan, I remember, you know, they all cared about me back then. Then you get to 16, 17, 18, you're out in the cold world and you're like, no one gives a fuck, do they? I can't pay my bills. I have no food. Nobody cares.
Yes, men need to build themselves and create value. Society won't coddle you, but you can do that while still building genuine connections where people care about you as a person, not just a provider. The goal should be develop yourself so you're valuable and learn to form authentic relationships where mutual care exists beyond pure transaction.
I am totally against watching sports. Football, you're watching grown men play a child's game, and you're cheering like the outcome of this game means anything. Oh, that's my team. If they win, that means something. It's a joke. A lot of guys have no power in their own life, and they see a football team as representing themselves. It's really sad. It's really pathetic. I say that watching sports is worse than watching anime.
This guy's calling sports fans pathetic for watching other people play games, then says it's worse than anime? That's ridiculous. People watch sports for entertainment, community, and appreciation of athletic excellence. Same reason people watch anything. By his logic, watching anything is pathetic because you're not the one doing it. Watching movies? Pathetic. You're not acting. Listening to music? Pathetic. You're not performing. It's a nonsense argument designed to make people feel bad about enjoying things. Sports bring people together, create shared experiences, and let you appreciate skills most people will never have. There's nothing wrong with that. If watching football on Sunday makes you happy and you're still handling your responsibilities, who cares? This is just another fake guru trying to shame people for normal hobbies so they'll feel inadequate and buy whatever he's selling. Enjoy what you enjoy. Watch sports, watch anime, watch whatever. As long as you're also building your own life and not just consuming content 24/7, you're fine. Don't let some influencer shame you for having normal interests.
God damn. They don't have that. Look, I could sit right here. Look at that six pack. Holy shit. Because it's hard work. It's not from steroids. It's not from a bunch of... I take growth hormone, but that's just to keep me young. I took steroids before for a competition. I get very big, about 40 pounds heavier on testosterone, but I don't like it. I get real ribeye steaks, and I eat about 3 of those a day. Damn. I eat about 10 whole eggs a day. Low on carbs. I keep some carbs just to hydrate my muscle. For every gram of carb that I eat, I could drink 4 grams of water. And that's what gives the nice muscle belly.
You're gonna die, bro. In about 2 weeks, people would have moved on. When you zoom out of your existence in the universe, you're just a tiny particle. At your funeral, there are gonna be people at that service. They're gonna laugh, eat food. They're gonna start the process of moving on. Within a month, they're gonna think about you every now and then. It's not gonna be every day. Within 2 years, they think about you once a year. This is literally the reality of our existence as human beings. Nobody gives a fuck about you like that. So why do you care what these motherfuckers think? Why are you scared to go after your goals? Why are you scared to take risks? Your ass gonna die and be forgotten. Same with me, I ain't scared of shit. That's why when I first started my personal brand, I called myself Fit X Fearless. I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about me, and that is so peaceful. When you die, bro, they gonna forget about you in a week. Man, you better go after your damn dreams. You get one shot at this shit called life. One shot to make it the best existence you can.
He's right at some point. Everyone moves on once you're gone. That's just how life is. It might sound depressing at first, but if you really let it sink in, it's actually freeing. It means none of this pressure or fear really matters in the end. You can try everything you ever wanted because one day none of it will. That's not hopeless. That's permission to live, to take risks, to enjoy small moments, to stop caring so much about what others think. Of course, that doesn't mean do reckless stuff or hurt anyone. It means do the things that make you feel alive. Start the project, talk to that person, chase that dream. As the large majority gave positive feedback about the gratitude journaling, I'd like to add from time to time more small things that also helped me throughout my way. Matching to the topic, if the noise gets too loud and everything feels overwhelming or senseless, try meditation to ground yourself. It helped me a lot with these thoughts, and I've stuck to it for almost 1,000 days now. I use one app every morning after waking up. I'll link it below. It's completely free. If nothing truly lasts, then the only thing that matters is how present you are while you're here. So live fully, stay grateful, and stop waiting for the perfect moment. It's already happening right now.